What's up, YouTube? Today I'm going to change out some grips on this bike. Had an issue a while back. I went down and somehow managed to jam my thumb really bad. And so the grips that came on this bike, they're comfortable, but after that I kind of want something a little bit of padding. So also I had an issue to where I went on a long ride, and it's like 25, 30 miles, something like that. And my hands were getting numb towards the end of the ride. So what I did, I went out and bought some of these ESI grips, and these are the extra chunky grips. These things supposedly will help with that sort of a thing. They're just like this foam, sort of a silicone rubber. The extra chunky are a little bit bigger. So what I'm hoping is that with the bigger grips here, that it'll actually alleviate some of the where my thumb's been around so far, maybe kind of put that joint in a little different position. So we're gonna go ahead and change these things out, and my trail dog over here is gonna help us, trail dog in training. So let's get to it. First thing that we have to do is get a 2.5 millimeter, and these are the lock-on type grips. So you just take them loose here and here, and they'll come right off. Other grips, you've got to cut them. Another great way to do it is an air compressor to take the grips off, but these just slide off in one piece. And I may use these later on again, because I really kind of like these grips, but and they're super tough too. Like, I've hit the ground on these things a few times and they're still holding together. But just for right now, I kind of want something, like I said, with a little more padding on it. So I'm gonna change them out. I've heard people say that it's really hard to put these grips on. There's really not much to it. I mean, if you try to just jam the grip on there, you're probably gonna have problems. Or if you also use the air compressor trick, it doesn't work very well with these ESI grips. The thing that I found is alcohol, just regular alcohol. Like if you get a scuffed up knee or something, that seems to work the best. And so the deal is, you got to get the bar clean and then get it getting leathered up, and throw you some alcohol inside of this and slam it on there. And these, I don't think there's any particular position that's thinner than the rest of it. I think they're just basically perfectly circular. So I guess the dog's gonna smell my tire the whole time. Smells whatever's on the trail, I guess. So yeah, just take you some alcohol, go ahead and put it on a paper towel, wipe down your bar end really good. Make sure there's anything on it, any kind of grease or even stuff from your hand on there. There's really nothing that locks these grips on except for just them clenching the bars. So you got to make sure you get everything good and clean so they don't slip. These grips, they won't slip though. Once you get them on there, they're good to go. So the trick to this is you have to get a rag. And what you do is you take this rag and you're going to basically pull everything on with it. So if you do this quickly enough, that's what makes it easier. Then when you line it up, just make sure you line it up right the first time, so just right at the bar end. One thing about these is if you put them on too far out, they're going to get beat up. They're going to get beat up anyway. But they're fairly inexpensive, so it's not that bad to have to replace them occasionally. So we're basically going to take the grip, put your finger on one end, just dump you some alcohol down in there. Take the bar end itself, dump some alcohol on that. Now get on the other end of it. The best way is to stick your belly in here, and essentially you're just going to take this, and once you get it started, which is sometimes the hardest part, alright, so you take this thing right here, and you just slide it on. And you set it right to the very end of the bar. Let's turn this a little bit. feels like it's basically the same all the way around. So yeah, once you get it on there like that, there's nothing to it. Take the other one, do the same thing. Just some alcohol, squirt it inside of it there, move it around, squirt some on the bar, get your rag. Once you get it started, there's nothing to it. Just gotta muscle up on these things a little bit. And just let them dry for a little while. This one's kind of moving in some. That's where I put the other one on there. And just pull it right to the end there. This alcohol will dry out in no time. So you've got the little bar end plugs here. These have got to go in there. I'll probably have to get like a rubber mallet. I'm gonna try to use my hand, see if that'll work. So essentially, we'll take this thing and see if that works. Yeah, that pops in there pretty easy actually. I like to leave it to where little ESI is sticking out past the end so it won't booger up the end of it, hopefully quite so quickly. But yeah, these are nice and cushy. They feel really good. They're just a couple of millimeters fatter than anything else, but that is enough to do the trick. So looks like we're good to go. Alright, cool, thanks. And if you like this kind of content, like and subscribe. I'll be doing some kind of stuff like this on this bike, and just little upgrades here and there, just checking out different products and whatnot. I'll put a link in the description for these grips. And cool, we'll see y'all later. Bye.